Huskies Unleashed, sponsored on WFSB and The Wax by the personal injury law firm of Riscassi and Davis.
Good evening. Welcome to our UConn women's basketball season preview. I'm Joe Zoll.
And hi, everyone. I'm Erin Connolly. The Huskies' first official game this season is Tuesday, November 4th, when they take on Louisville.
But with a couple exhibition games under their belts, we're already getting a sense of how this team is starting to come together. We saw a little bit of it Sunday in the exhibition game against Southern, televised right on the Wax. The Huskies were off to a big lead early. The starting five, A.Z. Fudd, Sarah Strong, Sarah Williams, K.K. Arnold, Ashlyn Shade. Probably the opening day lineup, but then lots of quality minutes from the new guys. Gino and his staff trying to figure out different combinations. And when you have 15 players, there are a lot of combinations.
I have to learn how to sub again. You know, we've had 3 or 4 years in a row there where, you know, there's nobody to sub. So it was easy. You know, players have to learn. Some of our guys have never played on a full roster, so they have to learn how to be really efficient in a shorter period of time.
The Huskies officially opened the season a week from Tuesday with a tough matchup against number 20 Louisville. That game was supposed to be played in Germany, but due to the government shutdown, it got moved to the naval base in Annapolis, Maryland.
And while there are lots of returning players from last season's championship team, there are some new faces who have a real shot at making a major impact.
Your sports reporter Dan Booth joins us now to dive deep into what the Huskies roster looks like this year. Dan.
Erin and Joe, the defending national champs, are the #1 ranked team in the country coming into the new year, and for good reason. Whether it's the returners, the transfers, or the freshmen, Gino and Cedi have put together a roster that's more than capable of reaching the mountaintop once again. With Paige Beckers taking her talents to the WNBA, the Huskies' 2 All-Americans, A.Z. Fudd and Sarah Strong, are learning how to fill those big shoes as leaders on the floor, in the locker room, at practice, and everywhere in between.
My confidence is at an all-time high, and then my leadership will be something, it'll be a continual process throughout the whole year, but finding my voice, getting more comfortable using it.
Last year I kind of stood back and let everyone else speak. I really didn't say much. I feel like this year I'm getting more comfortable with, I don't know, giving constructive criticism and being able to accept it from my teammates, and I just feel like I'm doing a better job of actually speaking and being involved in everything.
After having one of the best freshman seasons the basketball capital of the world has ever seen, Sarah Strong is coming into her sophomore year with an opportunity to take her game to the next level on both sides of the floor. Gino believes a slight change in position can help her do that.
She spends more time now wandering on the floor. You know, she's not in the middle of the floor all the time like she was last year, which is good for us and good for her because theoretically it's going to make her harder to guard because they don't know where she's going to be. You know, last year they kind of knew and they still couldn't guard her.
The Huskies have 10 returning players from last year's championship team, many of whom are stepping into new roles this year, like fan favorite K.K. Arnold, who's slated to become the Huskies' new starting point guard.
Coming out the gate, being the aggressor on defensive end, but just also learning the pace of the game, what we need each possession, and what we're trying to, you know, focus on, which is getting out in transition and attacking the basket really hard. Just also slowing down the pace. I feel like that's going to be the biggest thing for me, learning the pace of the game early so I can have a good control and know what we want.
The transfer portal was kind to the Huskies, adding former USC point guard Kaylee Heckel and former Wisconsin forward Sarah Williams. Williams averaged 19 points and 10 rebounds for the Badgers last season, and her presence in the paint is going to be huge for the Huskies.
It'll create open shots from the perimeter because if there's 2, 3 on me, hopefully I see them better, someone's obviously going to be wide open, and obviously as the season goes on and that continues to happen more, my teammates can also let me know where they're coming from, and then I'll be able to find them.
It's not the easiest thing in the world to play one way for 3 years and then come in and be thrown into a scenario like ours, but I think she's going to be a huge help to us.
Those two exhibition games gave us a glimpse at how dynamic this year's team can be. We've still got a long way to go, but with this much depth and talent, the Huskies have a serious shot to bring national championship number 13 back to stores. Aaron and Joe, back to you.
All right, that is the goal, Dan. Thank you so much. And let's take a look at a few big games you're going to want to circle on your calendars throughout this season.
Sunday, November 16th, Ohio State comes to Connecticut. That game tips at noon at the People's Bank Arena. Saturday, December 13th, it's UConn versus USC. That one's on the road in L.A. Monday, January 19th, UConn takes on Notre Dame at Campbell. And then Sunday, February 1st, it's UConn versus Tennessee. That one's in Hartford.
And we're more UConn basketball coverage than ever before all season long. Join me, Joe, and the rest of our sports team for live pregame shows before every single UConn men's and women's home game.